Now we will learn about other useful free tools and services. Our chapter number 13, last chapter of the syllabus. In this chapter we shall discuss some useful free tools and services. We shall have a quick introduction to data compression techniques. These techniques allows us to reduce the amount of memory and disk space required to store the information. We shall discuss the archive manager or archive manager, tools that lets us apply these techniques to files and entire directories. We shall briefly discuss VLC media player, a versatile multimedia tools. We shall also discuss the Google Map service, which is an online service providing maps of different areas. We will see two small but useful application: character map, which allows us to insert various symbol and character from different language in our text. We shall then have an overview of R environment for statistical computing. We shall learn some basic statistical operation like finding mean and median in R, and also learn to draw bar graphs and histogram in R. Lastly, we will look at two tools, Rational Plan, Skype. While some of these applications come pre-installed with Ubuntu 10.04, other need to be installed from the Ubuntu repositories. So let's start. So first, useful tools, that is data compression. A modern computer system has lakhs of files in them, so often one needs to transfer a large number of files or an entire directory structure to another computer or storage device. When we want to transfer computer files to another computer or storage device, the amount of data to be transferred or storage become a concern. So both computer network and external storage devices are useful not as fast and internal components of a computer. So thus transferring large amount of data may take more times. So if the internet is used for such transfers, more time may be taken in the transfer due to slow internet speed. So also such transfer put load on the usually closed internet connection unless the user or organization has unlimited internet plan. So higher amount of data may result in higher cost as well. So similarly, if the files and directories are transferred to a storage device, the amount of the data to be transferred again becomes an issue because of the finite capacity of storage device and the multiple uses that they are put through. Considering this issue, there is a need to reduce the amount of storage space occupied by computer files. So whenever possible, from a convenience point of view, in many cases it is also desirable to have a single files to handle rather than a large bunch of files or a complex directory structure. So computer scientists have developed techniques to place all directory structure into a single file. For convenience, such a files is called an archive. So they have also developed a number of techniques for reducing the storage requirement of computer files and directory structure. These techniques are called data compression. Data compression generally works by identifying repetition in the data and encoding the data in a way that reduces or eliminates such repetition. Some techniques also identify and eliminate less important information to conserve space. As an example, consider the children's rhyme shown in figure 13.1. It certainly has a lot of repetition of word. We may take advantage of this and represent each word by a single digit or letter. At the beginning of our encoded file, we shall have a table that tell us which digit or letter represent which word. So remember one thing, dear students, here we may mark the beginning of the table with a caret symbol and end of the table with dollar symbol. Remember it. So see, rhymes, and we will convert into compressed file. So see, how to compress it. So see first the rhymes. So here you can see here how to compress it. So here indicate number with proper 0 1 2 3 4 5 ऐसे नंबर दिए गए हुए हैं और आप देख सकते हैं ये हमारी राइम्स है। राइम्स का जो वर्ड है सपोज 1 लिटल 2 लिटल 3 लिटल इंडियंस 4 लिटल 5 लिटल 6 लिटल इंडियंस। सो इट इज आवर राइम्स एंड हाउ टू कंप्रेस इट। सी सो हर एक वर्ड को नंबर दिए गए हुए हैं। यहाँ पे 0 फॉर 1, 1 फॉर लिटल, 2 फॉर 2 वर्ड एंड नाउ आफ्टर दैट लिटल फिर से जो रिपीट होता है जो वर्ड, नाउ इस वर्ड को अब अवॉइड किया गया हुआ है और बाद में जो वर्ड आ रहा है 3 उसको नंबर दिया गया है 3। बाद में फिर से लिटल वर्ड आ रहा है सो उसको भी अवॉइड किया गया है। अब आ रहा है इंडियंस, सो इंडियंस को 4 नंबर दिया गया हुआ है। सो सेम वे जो हमारा स्ट्रक्चर है वो स्ट्रक्चर को ऐसे नंबर, जो वर्ड्स है वो वर्ड्स को ऐसे नंबर असाइन किए गए हुए हैं और बाद में यहां से हमने शुरुआत की है। आप देख सकते हैं 1 2 1 3 1 4 राइट। सो ऐसा करके यहाँ पे इस इंफॉर्मेशन को ऐसे इस तरह रिड्यूस किया गया है, कंप्रेस किया गया हुआ है। सो द स्कीम described here is a very simple actually data compression program used for more sophisticated algorithm based on information theory to achieve even greater reduction in size. Fortunately, Linux provided ready-made free and open source software for managing archive files. It's called Archive Manager. So see here for Archive Manager as shown in figure 13.2. You can see here a figure of 13.2 here. It is an screenshot of Archive Manager. So permit us to combine many files or entire directory tree into a single file known as an archive on Linux system. See, a tar means tab archive is the most common archive format. Remember it, students. It also provided the facility of compressing the archive to reduce its file size. It supports multiple compression algorithm and compressed file formats. So the most common compressed file formats are the zip file format and the tar.gz file format, which the zip file format supports storing multiple files in a single zip files. On a Unix or Linux system, the common practice is to combine the files into single uncompressed file in the tar format and then compress the file, the zip format, using GNU means zip, GNU zip, an open source archiving program. Such file commonly has the extension, remember, tar.cz and is called tarball. So the tarball is a very common format for distributing software or bundles of files on the Linux platform. So the zip format is also used by different applications under different name. For example, jar files in Java and OpenOffice.org Office Suite files format using zip compression. Archive Manager uses the extension part of the file name to identify the file format when opening an archive and to select the file format when creating a new archive. You can see here, if you want to create an archive file or archive file, then you in Linux operating system आपको सिर्फ राइट क्लिक करना है और राइट क्लिक करके कोई भी फोल्डर या कोई भी फाइल के ऊपर राइट क्लिक करके हम कंप्रेस का जो ऑप्शन है वो ऑप्शन हम सिलेक्ट करके कोई भी फाइल और फोल्डर को हम कंप्रेस कर सकते हैं। वो हमें आर्चिव मैनेजर जो हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर है, जो सॉफ्टवेयर ओपन करके दिखाएगा। Archive Manager can also be used to explore the contents of archives, to extract files from the archive, to add new files to archives, to delete files from archives, and perform other such operations. There is no menu item to start the Archive Manager by default. One many double click on an archive files in the Nautilus Files browser to start the Archive Manager. A new archive can be created by right clicking a file or directory and selecting the compress option from the context menu. This will create a new archive with a file or directory as its content. So this option is not available for files that are themselves archives. If we wish, we may add archive manager to the accessory sub menu of the application menu. For this, right click the Ubuntu icon in the upper corner, select edit menu from the list and click on accessories in the dialog box that opens, and select the checkbox for archive manager and close the dialog box. See, हम आर्चिव मैनेजर का यूज कोई भी फाइल और डायरेक्टरी को क्रिएट करने के लिए हम कर सकते हैं. So when an archive is open the archive manager, the view is similar to a directory open in the Nautilus file browser as can be seen in figure 13.2. The operation and keyboard shortcuts are also similar. Double clicking a directory open that directory and show its content. So the up and back buttons in the toolbars can be used to go to the parent directories. So thus the archive manager helps us in the creating and using archive files for backup, for transfer via an external storage device, for transfer via network, for saving disk space, etc. Now we will learn about the VLC media player. So हम VLC के बारे में जानते हैं, हम उसका यूज भी करते हैं क्योंकि अभी VLC मीडिया प्लेयर सबसे पॉपुलर मीडिया प्लेयर है. VLC मीडिया प्लेयर सबसे पॉपुलर मीडिया प्लेयर क्यों है? इट इज एन ओपन सोर्स प्रोजेक्ट. VLC इज एन ओपन सोर्स प्रोजेक्ट, राइट. सो हम उसका विंडोज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम में भी यूज कर सकते हैं, हम हमारे स्मार्टफोन में भी VLC मीडिया प्लेयर यूज कर सकते हैं. सो VLC मीडिया प्लेयर पॉपुलर क्यों है? सो सी हियर, we have discussed earlier, the Ubuntu comes with the built-in tools to play multiple content like audio, video, etc. However, another great open source tools called VLC. VLC stands for Video LAN Client. Remember students, VLC stands for Video LAN Client. Media player is shown in figure 13.3. It is also extremely popular because it's versatile and features. You can see here. So started as an academic project. Remember, it is a history of VLC media player. Started as an academic project by the music loving students of university in Paris. It is now a community project available under multiple operating system and has been downloaded over 1 billion times. One of these issues faced with multimedia content is that there are a variety of ways of converting multimedia information coming from hardware device into computer data and then converting the computer data backup into audio or video streaming for playing on the hardware device. This conveyance means coding and reserved connection means decoding is performed by a software component called codec. So codec stands for codec and decoder. Each multimedia data format requires its own codec. Remember it. So the advantage of VLC is that support all the popular codec and hence all the popular formats. So it also support all the major types of device including web cameras, HD monitors, speaker of all types, microphones, headphones. VLC provides several options for playback of audio and video. It can convert, remember it, it can convert multimedia files from one format to another. It can also stream audio or video to and receive audio or video from another computers over the network. So that why it is popular nowadays. See students, सबसे बड़ा फायदा ये है, हमने ये कोडेक और डिकोडर मीन्स कोडर और डिकोडर यानी कि VLC मीडिया प्लेयर कोई भी एक्सटेंशन वाली फाइल हो, ये MP4 हो, MP3 हो, MPUG फाइल हो या MKV फाइल हो, कोई भी फाइल का कोडेक उसके पास है, यानी कि वो कोई भी फाइल को वो प्ले कर सकता है. सो दैट वाई इट इज पॉपुलर नाउअडेज. हाउ टू ओपन VLC मीडिया प्लेयर इन लिनक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम? सी हियर, you can use application menu, and from application menu you can choose sound and video, and then you can open VLC media player. from VLC Media Player. You can choose media menu from VLC Media Player and choose open file for to play any file. If you want to play many files from directories, then you can use also media menu and choose open directories. If we open a directory, VLC will actually open all media files in the directory playable by it. When one or more files are open, they are added to the playlist. The playlist is a list of media files to be played. So if you want to see playlist, then you can use choose view menu and select a playlist option, and saved using the media menu, and choose save playlist to file option. VLC supports multiple files format for playlist, but M3 is more common. Remember it. At the bottom of the window, VLC display a progress bar showing how much of the current track has been played. So हम जानते हैं कि कैसे प्ले करना है, कौन सा बटन को पुश बटन कहा जाता है, कौन सा बटन नेक्स्ट बटन है, कौन सा बटन प्रीवियस बटन है, वो ऐसा बटन भी हम VLC मीडिया प्लेयर में देख सकते हैं. So while VLC has a lot of other functionality as well, here we shall discuss how VLC can be used to convert multimedia files from one format to another. See, so for this, select the media menu and choose convert or save option from the menu. Using the add button, select and add the file to be converted. Then from the list beside the convert or save button, so select the convert option. This will open another dialog box. Here we need to provide the dimensional file. So we need to select appropriate file format from the drop down provided. Clicking on the start button will now start the process and the progress will be shown